Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap session for Friday, June the 23rd, 2017. Thank goodness it's Friday. My name is Doug McKay. I'm the founder of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together in these live go-to sessions to take a look at the market, macro to micro, take a look at the structure of the market, then we drill down to our trade levels, our targets, and our hypotheses for the day. This is a subscription room. If you're interested in checking it out, please send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. There's no website, there's no blog. This is not a commercial venture. We do everything live here in the go-to, and then we do live trading and analysis during the course of the trading day. Please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. All right, taking a look at yesterday. Yesterday, we were talking about the fact we were one time framing down, and the fact that we are looking for continuation lower, but our hypo 1 and hypo 2, or 1A and 1B, had 50% weight because of the fact that we were stuck right in this balance. Our hypo 1 was a rotation up, a false breakout, and then rotation down and break through down to the 27.25, and we just didn't make it. In fact, we went sideways, then we went up, and the whole day was an inside day of the prior day. So we had a neutral day, and then we had a inside day. I posted in the room, if we broke below the 34, we were looking for the continuation up to the 41.75 while we were trading up here, looking for a move down to the mid, and then the double distribution, LVN, and a pop up to 41.25, or 75, I should say. But I said if we broke below there and didn't bounce immediately, that we'd likely rotate down and put in a neutral day, considering that we had a neutral day the prior day. Well, they missed the neutral day by 2 ticks, and then they basically came up to the HVN, and then we stole the VPOC, okay, down into the close. So classic double distribution with a VPOC shift down, okay, and now we have 3 days in a row that we've had down rotation. So just taking a look at the news quickly, trying to do these things a little bit quicker so I'm not as long. We had news at 8:30. We had Canadian CPI came out 0.1 versus expected at 0.2. Common CPI, medium CPI, both came out as expected, and same thing with the trim CPI. Core CPI month over month came out slightly better. We have 9 o'clock Belgian NBV business climate, but the next fairly big news would be the flash manufacturing services, and that's due at 9:45, and then we have new home sales at 10 o'clock, and then 2:15 we have FOMC Powell speaking. Taking a look at the macro, I always like to start midday, taking a look at a simple candlestick chart. I use my paper money with a simple bar chart and a 9 EMA and a 20 SMA. What I'm doing is I start on the monthly, I work my way down to see where we are within the time frame of trending up. Do we have good slope and separation, or is the trend being challenged or changed? And you can see beautiful trend on the monthly. Going to the weekly, same thing. On the daily, a little bit different story. Now we've come down, okay, and we've had now 3 days, okay, of negative days, and we are challenging the trend and coming down and testing the 20 SMA. We're below there, but we are popping and trying to get back above the 9. So we're at a critical point right now on the daily, and whether or not we're going to get a continuation pattern, or we're going to get violation and a move down towards this naked cross down here at the 2386, 8760 area. But that is on the daily, so we'll keep that in mind. As we move down into the intraday, we did roll over, beautiful FUBAR, Mr. Sneaky, close the technical gap, get the move down, create the trend, try to take it back, fail, and move back down. But now we're going sideways in consolidation. And again, we're at a critical point right now. We continue to get this compression and this balance going down to the 1 hour. You can see that we're trying to take the trend up. There's a nice FUBAR Mr. Sneaky tech gap that just got closed on the 1 hour. Going to the 30-minute, you can see that we rotated up and we're now trying to get above. We just coming up to this cross here. So again, at a critical junction. 15-minute, we're taking the downtrend back so far and looking at a possible trend change. And then the 5-minute, we've got the trend and pushing up and moving. I do want to make a note here that last night, we were looking for gold to base down in the 40s and looking for a $20 rotation. And so far, we've got $18 of a $20 rotation. I posted this in the room right here. Nice little FUBAR Mr. Sneaky. I actually took this. I'm actually still running long on gold right now, looking for that move up towards that 1260. But we seem to be losing a little bit of steam. We've got a $12.50 rotation without a counter rotation. And more importantly, we are $18 and some odd cents into the $20 counter rotation that we were looking for. So we were looking for the basing pattern down here. We were looking for it around the 46 but to 44, went a little bit lower, came down and challenged the CLVN, and then we finally found our base. Okay, we were talking about this, and now we've got the the counter rotation back up into the composite VPOC at 56.90. They're overshooting it a bit, testing the other side of it right now, and we're still looking for at least a $20 rotation. I'm actually looking to see it come back up here into the 69. Key level today to take to keep an eye on is this 59, 60 area. If we break above that, look for a continuation at least up to the 62, 63 area, coming in to test the bottom of these two balance areas right here, the value area lows. But we're likely to rotate back down to the 56.9. We've got some resistance right there and chop around in this area. This really doesn't mean anything to me. I was using it last night, don't need it. Anything below the 52.80, then I think we get a little bit of a bigger move back towards the 48, 49 area. But I think gold's going to stabilize in this area for the time being or continue the trend up. So I did gold first so we can get that out of the way. Taking a look at the structure of the ES, well, here we are in this right smack dab in the battle of this balance. There's nothing to go on. The week open is 24.3350. We've got all kinds of undetermined fair value. We have got the main balance, which is the microcomposite VPOC that starts from June 1st. That's at 35.50. Then we've got two-day balance that we're finding right now in around the 32. 31.50 is going to remain a kind of a over-under line for us. I'm actually using 34 today, that double distribution LVN as an over-under line, but we've got another one below at the 31.50. And below 31.50, I think they finally give up the ghost, and we come down to take out that naked VPOC down at the 27.75 and come down into this two-day balance down here of 27.25. We are one excuse me, we are one time framing. Even though we didn't break the low here, we have a lower high, so we are continuing to one time frame down. But hold on one second. One of my alternative hypotheses today, and we've got to watch out. Now, my main hypothesis and my 1 and 2 are basically going to be the same. but we'll talk about those. But I want to talk about one that is a possibility that I'm going to watch for, and that is a bullish engulfing day. And with a bullish engulfing day, I'd be looking for them to come down and challenge the low, poke down below the low, and then find really strong responsive buyers and rotate us all the way back up through to that 41.75. And that would create a bullish engulfing day. Why? Well, because we're still in balance. The buyers still keep stepping in, and we've got a inside day on a neutral day. So we've got opposing forces that are coming in here, and you ask yourself, the three questions. What has the market done? The market's trying to move lower in price discovery. How good of a job are the sellers doing? Not very good, because the buyers keep stepping in and buying it back up. So what is it likely to do next? Well, it's likely to continue to go lower because we are one time framing down, but I have to have this thought and make sure that I don't get my bias on, because we are getting signs of a possible reversal pattern and a move back up, and that's why I'm going to be looking for that alternative, which is going to be my hypo 3, which is a bullish engulfing day. Key levels to watch, obviously, are 35.50, 31.50, and 27.25. A break above 40 will take us up through into that 41.75 naked VPOC and back up into the 42 area. So take a look at overnight. What happened overnight? Well, overnight we came down and we tested the low of the prior day, creating a weak low at 24.30, and then we've rotated back up, and we basically have auctioned the lower side of the double distribution, and we tried to get into the upper distribution. We got up into where the VPOC was, and a HVN up here right to 36, and they rejected it. Beautiful, nice little foobar, Mr. Sneaky, rotated it down, and basically now we're fighting that 34 and this double distribution. VPOC shifted up to the 34.50. If we come back down and trade some more here, down in the 32, we might even get a shift down. So taking a look at our overnight numbers, our overnight high is 36.75, just below the value area high. Our overnight low is 30, right on the range low from yesterday, creating that weak low. Of course, we have a double distribution with the LVN in the midpoint and the VWAP all sitting right there at 34.50. That becomes my over-under line. If we get above it, I'm looking for a rotation back up into 36, take out of the overnight high, and back up into where the VPOC was at 37.50. 39 becomes a breakout point between 39 and 40, and push up into the 41.75. We still have a very tight daily full session 20 period ATR. It's running at 14.26. So our daily upside ATR target off of the low of 30 takes us up to 44.25. So we have range expansion capabilities to the upside, up into this 41.75 and back up into that two-day balance up there. Our weekly critical mass, our week open is 24.3350. Our daily ATR 14.26, so 33.50 plus 14.26 takes our weekly critical mass up to 47.50. And we get above 47.50, I'm looking for expansion and a drift into the close. Our weekly upside ATR, is running 33.96, so off of the bottom of the week at 28. Our upside weekly ATR is all the way up to 62. I don't think we're going to actually get there, but you never know. On the downside, our overnight high being 36.75 takes our daily downside ATR down to 25.50. So we have range capabilities to take out the 27. So you can see we've got these two key prices here at the 41.75 and the 27.25. We had the inside day. We did not take out either one of them. One of them is going to go today. Okay, I don't know which one, but one of these is going to go. And our job is to determine which way the market is going to rotate, and then take our trade and base our hypo and our plan based on these two targets right here. Our weekly downside critical mass is all the way down here off of the high of 5150. Our weekly downside, I'm sorry, off the open of 3350. Our weekly critical mass is down here at 19 and a quarter. Our weekly ATR downside target off of the 5150 is at 1750, and then our key line in the sand is 1650. Okay, so very boxy profile. We've got inventory that is pretty neutral. I'd say it's about 60% net positive. And we're back up above the open, and testing coming up into this 3450 area. So watch that as a key. My main hypothesis has to still be hypo 1 as a responsive buying up into the 36, 37, possibly even into the 40. False breakout, maybe even take out the 41.75. Are responsive sellers stepping in and rotating us down towards this 27 and coming down and testing the lower side of this balance, possibly even into the 2250 on a late day probe. So that is hypo 1. Hypo 2, which has got equal opportunity because we've got a double distribution and because of the fact that we are in balance, is a open auction in range, a move down. Take out the naked VPOC at 32, push down, get either a false breakout or take out the 27 and a quarter, find responsive buyers, rotate us back up, fight the 3450, push through, chop around in the upper distribution and get a late day probe up into the 41.75. I don't think we're going to get a lot of expansion, but we could go and test the 47 if the buyers take control early. My hypo 3 is my bullish engulfing, and I'm looking for a move down, and then I'm looking for a small breakout, leaving the 27 and a quarter alone, finding responsive buyers and ripping us up into the 40s, chopping around in the 40 to 42 area, and then pushing up through into the 47s and chopping around here and going in and putting a new all-time high and closing somewhere around the 47 area, but a bullish engulfing on the daily. And then hypo 4 is more chop and balance, and basically chop between the 35 and the 27 and fighting these two lows right here at the 30 and the 20 and the 28, and basically going sideways. And then alternatively, hypo 5 is a failure to get above the 34, come down, take out the 27, fail, and come down and come all the way down into the testing the key line in the sand down here at 1650. That's going to complete our pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.